Good evening, everybody. Running a little bit late tonight, trying to get things going. You know, fun stuff with the kids, as always.
Hola.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, not much. Had some fun today. Yo.
Yeah?
Oh, yo. Oh, oh yeah. That's sarcasm, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Didn't have any fun at all, man. I've been busy.
Holly, what's up? Centauri, hey, welcome to the stream, you guys. Chig, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing alright. Trying to get this stupid elevator.
Doing great.
Doing great. Great.
I'm lucky I didn't lose my voice today. Man, it's been a long day.
What have you had going on?
Kids had doctor's appointments today.
Fun.
He loses his voice because he's yelling at him all the time.
No, mainly because I had it out with 2 nurses.
Oh, no.
I have so much patience, but when you're intentionally doing things that you know are upsetting my children, and you just don't care, you're going to see a really bad side of me. Especially when you're a nurse and you're supposed to be there to care for them.
That's fair.
Let's just say the Papa Bear comes out real quick. What's up, Deuce? How you doing tonight? Okay, so just a warning, after some expenditures today, there will be no Quanta giveaways tonight, but we will be giving away other things.
What'd you spend money on this time?
I'm down to 11 million.
So if anybody wants to buy a ship, this would be a great time. Actually, dude, you should run a sale tonight.
I could do that. I could definitely do it. How about this? Tonight, all blueprints half off.
No.
In fact, I'm gonna VR. No, I have to fly over. I'm gonna go over to the spaceport and change that right now.
I'll just do it in person so that they can buy
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so tonight only, blueprints are half off. All blueprints are half off.
So if you want a carrier, pre-order a carrier.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we have decided on a price for the carrier blueprints. They will be 50 mil once they're done.
That is.
I've,
So you cannot put a core above. You can't put a core above an elevator, or you can. So elevator.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can barely hear you.
Sorry, I was probably just talking quiet.
Ah. But yeah, for anybody in stream tonight, actually, I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. We're gonna do, because Wednesday nights are kind of like hump day. So how about this? Wednesday nights are half off nights. So if you're a viewer of the stream and you come to me on stream on Wednesday nights, you can have any blueprint for half off. But you got to be in the stream and you got to be a follower in the stream.
I could totally make a good joke about
Not only that, you'll be on the stream too.
Yeah. You'll be a guest on the stream. Ha 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 ha.
Make sure you put on your best uniform.
Wipe your noses, wipe your bums, get rid of the stinkies, and take out your thumbs.
Hey, sir, if you want to
Yeah?
know why they call it Wet Wednesday,
Why is that?
it's Hump Day.
Ah. I'm really glad you didn't go with the Wednesday Addams joke on that.
Are you really glad? Or are you just like somewhat disappointed that he didn't?
Oh no, with him, I'm glad. So I do hope all of you are having a good night tonight. Yes, I am a little bit more clean shaven than normal. I'm not all fuzzy looking. When I go to nice places and I have to present myself, I do try to clean up somewhat. Wow, my channel is lagging for me. Woo! Hey, I'm back. Look at that.
Alright, sir, when you get a chance, come here. Take a look.
Come there, come hither, come slither. I'm coming. Well, no, not literally. I'm on my way.
It is Hump Day.
Hump day. Do you know what day it is? So apparently, I have been overwhelmingly told by several people that the nickname for the group of my followers on this Discord needs to change from Serp Derps or Derps to Fat Cats. Because everybody loves the fat cat on the bottom left of my screen.
Yeah,
I'm even making merch with the fat cat on it. Hello. Oh, look at you getting all fancy with your windows and glass. Look at that.
Think the control room looks alright so far?
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Where's the control room? That's the control room?
That's gonna be the control room.
Oh yeah, this is looking awesome. Now, is there glass on those sides or no? It's open.
It's open right now. There will be. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay. So are you gonna do the full automated system in here?
Yeah. Also, you'll be. I'm gonna bring
you ain't
all
done
the-
your homework yet?
I'm gonna bring all those container hubs up.
No, I have not done my homework yet.
I want to bring all those container hubs up so you can access every can in the entire building right here.
Oh, nice. Now, this is looking amazing, man. Thank you for keeping it clean and organized. You know how I am about that.
Yeah. I'm pretty anal about it too. So. I need to do something kind of cool with the core here.
Say what?
I like some cool decorative type stuff around that core.
Huh. Oh, I had something weird pop up in chat. Okay, that was odd.
The core was like really deep down in the ground,
Yeah.
and I grabbed it and brought it up here. So you can just apply your talents, because they added that now, so you can just apply your talents to the construct.
Linear, buddy,
So-
this is looking really good, though.
I noticed you didn't lock your channel again, Serapis.
It has 6 on it. Oh, so 2 more people can join.
Right on.
Did you ever fix it where I have an override?
Nope. I gotta talk to the people that do this Discord to get that done.
Thought about like Zero or Christina or whatever it is.
Yeah. But yeah, man, looking good and looking real good.
Yeah, I want to do something kind of cool with the core, similar to what you did with the big ship.
Oh, I recognize that pattern.
Yeah, it came straight from the. It came straight from the showroom. The little boneyards.
What happened to the doors here?
I don't know.
They died years ago.
There were 2 medium doors here.
I think Shadow stole them or something one time.
I'll slap him for me and tell him to put them back.
I just put that back.
I don't think we have any more medium doors.
That's probably why he took them. Let me look. Yeah, we just have smalls.
I'm about to smack myself a fool. Missing. Okay, so I need. Oh, did we ever get any yellow plastic?
Yes.
Of course, man.
Dude, you rock.
For right now, I'm just gonna close the door with voxels and I'll replace it later. So we don't really go through that door that often right now.
Well, that's kind of my storage area, so I'm gonna be moving some other stuff down there soon too. I'm missing something else. Now what am I missing? Oh. Apparently I'm linked to the wrong container. Because stupid.
This core is DRM, right?
Which one?
This one.
Yes.
Grab one of these window frames. Like a full chunk of window frames, and can you paste them into the factory floor? Just a row, like a bottom row.
Oh, come here. If you go over here.
I closed it.
No, right here. Look.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna recycle it. So.
Yep. I have extra parts for everything, dude.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Oh, I gotta still go down and relink to the container.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to fix that.
Da 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 da.
Actually, give me 2 seconds real fast.
For what?
We're gonna come over to the first cannon stack here.
I have access to the extra large containers. From in here, the parts containers.
Oh, what'd you link a can to it?
No, it's right here. Look at my stream. See? Right there. Da da da.
Alright.
Oh, Lord.
But also that, see those little diamonds that are next to the dispenser right there?
I'm nowhere near you. What? Where?
No, in your showroom. Go over to where the scrap dispensers are.
Where are the scrap dispensers? Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
See those little diamonds right there?
Uh-huh.
There's an extra small can behind there. And look, do that first one. Open it. There you go. I'm gonna do that to every major storage that we have. Is gonna be one of those diamonds right there.
So you're just adding an extra small can to the hub?
To the hub, yeah.
Yeah, but they already had 10 extra large cans.
No, they're the expanded jumbo cans, whatever the biggest freaking can is now.
Oh, you changed them out?
Yup.
And we're still that full?
Yup.
Okay.
There are 10. There's 9 of the biggest cans.
Okie dokie.
But I figured that way I can link the fuel can and everything, and it just kind of gives you a convenient place that you can just run over and link to.
Yay! Okay, so I need to add in.
I don't know. I thought it was clever. Oh.
Yep. Awesome, man. Let's move these over here. Where is my car going? And why is my car going over there? Do you see that? It literally slid under the other car and kept going across the floor.
That's weird.
Where are you going? I'm right here. I think it's confused. So, space. Boosted? I don't know they're boosted. Wait, what do you mean boosted?
No, the cans are not boosted right now because I have shit for skills. I was just gonna get snipered. If you want to come over and apply your skills to the core, that'd be freaking awesome.
Okay, and then they are
No more delinking.
3.5.
Which is the thing I'm the most excited about. No more delinking and pulling up items.
Okay, which one is this? Okay, this one's mine. Oh. I just realized these have a hatch under the bottom. Oh my dear God, that's a lot of scripting.
What is that?
Underneath these, there's a hatch with a bunch of lua in them.
Okay.
Put the car on the left, yeah! Okay, so like normal, everybody will be doing our first giveaway at 9:30. Tonight the giveaways are going to be blueprints and possibly some actual ships, depending on what I'm able to build with the resources I have available. If you are interested in the blueprints, we're going to start doing a Wednesday night special every week. If you're in stream on Wednesday night, you get all my blueprints, or you can have any of my blueprints for half off, I should say. So anything that you've seen at the showroom or the castle that you're just dying to get and you're short on the money, Wednesday nights is the night for you to come out. But you got to come to the castle to get it.
You know one thing we could also do?
What?
Like if any ship that's sold of 10 or more would give away some kind of token of ship.
Yeah, sure. There we go.
I just thought that might be a cool idea. So if someone buys a blueprint of 10 mil or more, we give away a token of ship of something.
Of 10 mil?
Yeah, like a blueprint of 10 mil or more. Like if it's 10 mil, we'll give away like an XS and something like that. Just make it fun. You know what I'm talking about, like an XS. For each tier, we go up a ship tier or something like that. So if it's 20, we might do maybe 20. We might do like a small core. Within reason, of course. Don't freaking murder us. But.
And I got all kinds of ships around here. I got a DeLorean. I've got a boat. I got all these cars here. I got. This is crazy. Yeah, Resource gave me a DeLorean.
You fucking. I like the DeLorean.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, but the blueprints and stuff, because I know I'm selling them, but I'd like to do something nice for people in stream, because I know people try to win them every night, but I've also had several people tell me that, they're trying to save up money, so I think we should do that. Do the Wednesday nights half off thing. Whoa, that was almost bad. So it toggles to release, but it had to hold it to get it to go. Well, that was interesting. Never had that happen before. I cannot do the piloting tonight. So, if you're in stream, let me know what you think about that, doing the half off on Wednesday nights. If that's something you guys will be interested in, that's something we'll definitely do. The only requirement will be, like I said, that you have to be in stream and you'll have to come to the castle to get it from me. I'm gonna move Amber's car. She's gonna be mad at me if I wreck it. Is my stream desyncing? Because I'm like having...
How are you supposed to tell if it's desyncing?
Well, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
It's okay.
We look at the stream, I have to go pineapple. And then I see how long it takes to say that. Okay, not bad.
About 1.5 seconds on my end.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh, wow. I love this time of day in here, the shadows and everything. It's just like... Nah, that's a good view right there. That's relaxing. So if you're ever hanging out and you want to come check out the view from the castle, you're always welcome to come chill on stream. Oh, Spaceman, when'd you hop in channel, buddy? Hello?
Oh, just a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't looking at Discord. Welcome to the channel. So tonight with me in Discord, I've got a Chig Bungus, going from top to bottom, a Linear Burn, a Spaceman, and a Swift Rebel. You guys, wow. A Chig Bungus, a Linear Burn, a Spaceman, and a Swift Rebel. It sounds like a weird mix between the between Kiss and the Village People.
I am not going to sing YMCA. It just ain't happening.
As long as you don't break into Beth, I'm okay.
Sing Crash Test Dummies for you.
No copyrighted material.
There's no copyright there.
You will not hear the words coming out of his mouth.
Oh my.
Okay, so let's see. What do I got to give away tonight? Huh. I think I have... Let's see what I have. I need to... I'm going to go check blueprints. I'm going to pull some blueprints and see what I can build.
I'm pretty sure we have more than enough parts to build some more excess stuff.
Yep. So what am I missing from the Copperhead? Oh, I didn't realize the Copperhead had rare military atmospheric engines.
Take one of them, pull it apart, and make one with the, you know what I mean, swapped engines out for the regular engine. Or advanced, or something like that. That's not like stupid expensive.
Well, we're definitely going to give away some chargers tonight. I'm going to pull a Oprah Winfrey tonight, okay, guys? These were actually designed for cruising around underneath the spaceport. Meant to be little base cruisers. The Chargers are fun little get-around cars. They are pocketable. They are meant to just kind of be a little blast, a little fun something. So, I'm about to throw up a giveaway, and we're going to give away Chargers.
Don't throw up on stream.
Okay, so here we go. Let's get this going. Start up our first giveaway of the night. I thought I already had a Charger. Okay, there we go. First giveaway. We're going to be giving away 2 of these. So you got 2 chances to win. It should be popping up in chat. That is !raffle to get in on that. Once it pops up, all you got to do is hit that and you're good. Must look like a car show around here, y'all. Or at least a car dealership. Myth, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You ever look back at your old blueprints and sit there and try to think, what is that? Now this one right here, this was a big boy. Oh, let's not make a blueprint of that. I don't need to make a blueprint of that, but we need to inspect that. The Morning Star was a huge ship. That's just the voxels. I'm curious now what these are. Huh. Okay, now I gotta place this because I'm curious. Something tells me this is gonna be the voxels though. Maybe not. Oh yeah, Lenny, you remember this one? Oh hey Paz, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Oh, we got a myth, a sleazy, a grabby. What's up?
This is starting to sound like kind of cheeky.
Lord, you go back to some of your old designs and you're like, wow. I wish there was a way to pick up a core that's like fully assembled. Like you'd have to have room in your container, but it puts everything from that ship, fuel and all, into a container. You know, like disassembles it.
That would be beautiful.
I mean, I'd be perfectly fine if it took a time to do it, like, you know, and you see all the parts going away. That would be completely fine with me. But it would be really nice if we had a way to just do that. Because then you could be absolutely certain you're not missing any parts, you're not missing any random little pieces of voxels.
Or they're buried underground or something
Yeah.
that you constantly have to get a GM to help you with.
Or dig out your tile.
That would make sense.
There we go. Grab it? Yeah, that would be really nice. Undeploy construct. Or a salvage construct if they want to, you know, however they want to term it, but same concept.
Quite honestly, I would love nothing more than even just be able to pick the core up and destroy whatever voxels are attached to it. That'd be fine with me half the time also.
Yeah. No, okay.
I am not looking forward to putting that glass in.
Just do it to the sides of the things. It'll be easy. Yeah, I did do a few tweaks. Also, I got rid of the extra filter. It's now right in front of my base. So, yeah. I'm feeling all kinds of special, like some kind of radio DJ. Ooh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Brunhilde? Oh god, the Brunhilde, that would be a beautiful ship to bring back. I'd like to actually redo that ship. Oh, hey, we got a... Oh, wait. Too big.
Looks like you're missing something.
Oh, there's not... Huh? Are you serious? I'm missing the aged brown pattern wood.
Oh yeah, I remember you used to be really fond of that material. You used it on everything.
Do we have the ability to make some aged brown pattern wood?
Not at the moment. Maybe later on tonight I will.
Karos, what's up?
I'm just kind of steadily chugging along here, doing cleanup.
Okay, so if you're in game right now, we're currently giving away a couple of the chargers that we have lined up right here. These little pocketable small ships. We're giving away the actual ships, not the blueprints. So the first giveaway that's going right now, we'll give away 2 of them. Then later on, we'll give away the other 3. Also, we're going to start a new ritual in the stream Wednesday nights. In honor of Hump Day is half off nights. Oh, fun. I need to actually do that some more. I was supposed to be mining on Madison. I haven't had any time to. But Wednesday nights is going to be half off nights. So if there's a blueprint you've been trying to save up to get, Wednesday nights are your friend. You can come over and get it for half price. But you have to come get it from me personally at the castle. And you have to be in stream and a follower. Not a subscriber, but you got to be a follower. But half off. So those 25 mil or 10 mil blueprints, they will be half off. So 12.5 mil or 5 mil. The carrier out there is going to be 50 mil, so that means on half off night you can get it for 25 mil. Half price humps are usually not. Clark, you that's what I'm. Oh my god. Okay, so we got to figure out the balance on the carrier tonight. I am going to completely remove all of the adjusters.
What did you guys need?
Just boost the core.
Okay.
Does he have build rights on the factory?
Hold on, I can make sure he does. It's still shared with Shipyard, right?
I think so. I haven't changed it.
Check.
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
I can't edit it.
What do you mean?
Look!
Is it because you're in build mode, maybe?
Let's find out. Beta. Wait, that was screwy. Okay. Well, Moonrider has privileges. Make sure that it has the shipyard thing. And he should be good.
Alright, I'll go up and look at the core.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to ripping off these adjusters. And then we're going to come back to this thing. And Mr. Grabby.
Yeah,
No, Mr. Grabby, that does not apply to giveaways. Half off does not mean you get 2 blueprints in a giveaway. It only applies if you're purchasing a blueprint. And Mr. Grabby, would you be interested in possibly coming by and giving a hand with some balance adjustments?
All right, sir. Look at the inventory for the parts scan and see how much space it has, and then whenever he applies the skills to the actual core, let's see what it has in it.
Okay, so 5.37, 5,377 kiloliters currently.
Did you already apply your skills to the core?
Yeah, the factory should be good.
Oh, because it was high. That's more than it was before. Because I'm looking at, yeah, it's got a lot more space in it now. That changed a lot.
25%. I think that's what I'm for. Or volume wise and weight wise.
I'm already stripping all the adjusters off, Grabby. I'm actually thinking about.
No, it should be 50% volume. Crazy.
It was a pretty substantial goal.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
that was easy.
Well, linear already has some basic skills, not many, but so it's not going to be a full 50% increase over what it was. It'll be a full 50% increase over base, but not over what it was. So,
This thing?
I'm the carrier.
This pod?
Huh?
The best part about it, dude, is he didn't even have to pick up a single can.
I know.
So amazing.
Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about going full VTOL on these engines, pointing them down instead of having them pointing backwards. And then taking and stacking up 4 more rear-facing atmospheric engines on each side back here. And using the VTOL to get it up to height for the anti-grav and utilizing that. Grabby, we are in that Discord, and join the lobby and I will drag you down, buddy. In fact, I'm about to lock the channel down to 1, so that way anybody leaves, I have to drag people back in. But just join the lobby channel in that Discord, Grabby, and I'll pull you down.
Which of the fuel? Which
Huh?
of the fuels needed the uncommon? Was it rocket fuel?
You mean the ore?
No, I'm talking about the chemical machine.
Oh, I think it was rocket fuel. And Grabby, I think you already know where I live. Okay, so if you're in stream, make sure you hit up the exclamation mark raffle for that giveaway. We're giving away a couple pocket chips, tokenized. The Chargers, not the Vipers. We're giving away the Chargers. It's a different ship tonight. And we got the space leaving. Are you flying away, space?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Gotcha.
Stuff, actually.
Oh, off to boost the world. Okay, so what do you think, Linear? Do that with the engines, point them down, do full VTOL, and then add on 8 more rear-facing engines?
Yeah, I mean, if you ever needed extra speed going forward too, you could always pitch the nose down and throttle up.
Well, what I'm thinking is if I point them straight down, like take all these engines here, all these, and stack them up in here straight down, it's going to give me a good amount of lift between the two sides. It'll help me lift that weight up. And as long as I can get up to height for anti-grav, I'm solid.
The question is how much lift can those engines actually provide?
That's the question. That's what I got to figure out. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, so 32 engines. And they are militaries.
It seems to me whenever I was doing that on my little small core, that downward firing engine, man, it burned a lot of fuel.
Well, the whole point is to get it to just to get it to anti-grav height.
It seemed like it ran all the fucking time. Never shut off.
I've used them before and it didn't run all the time. Because right now I'm getting a very small amount of thrust out of them because of the layout. So I feel like it's a waste of the engines, where by just pointing them down I'd get full thrust out of them.
I would see if they're like if it's more than enough. if it is, I would scale them back to maneuvering. That way you get instant power right then. You don't have to wait for any spool up. So if you're coming down hot and you're like, oh shit, I'm heavy, I'm coming down hot, the anti-grav isn't catching, those engines will kick on right then. No brake, no wait, just boom.
Oh, we got a Grabby. What's up, Grabby?
Not to mention the fuel burn is like almost half.
Oh, I gotta shut the sound off. Hold on.
How are you doing, neighbor?
There we go.
I can't believe I have sunlight at the castle on my stream. It's a miracle.
Alright, ladies. Take it easy, guys.
Later, bud.
Who was it that I owe a blueprint to? I always forget.
Meager Mayo. I think he's actually sleeping. He's been doing a little better and sleeping better, so that's probably why he's not here. Okay, so just a reminder, the current giveaway is for the extra small chargers. They are pocketable ships. They are intentionally designed to go through very small spaces.
If anybody's coming this way and happen to have a couple uncommon chemical machines, I would gladly buy them. I really don't want to go to the market. So who wants?
Oh. I just popped up. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to get 2 winners out of this one. Oh, we got a Grabby Latouche as the first winner. And a Wolfpack Gaming as the second winner.
Why do I get a recording sound? You know, the beep beep, like somebody's recording from the stream channel?
Nobody's recording.
It just did it again.
I don't know. Is anybody else hearing a beep beep? We're not hearing beep beeps. So you guys can stop by the castle and pick up your winnings. Uh-oh. We got company. Okay, whose ship is this? Grabby! Interesting ship design, man. I like it.
It reminds me of something. I don't remember what it reminds me of.
Is this one of yours, Grabby?
No, this was built by Ristlin.
Ah. No.
And I picked this up because when you go to the market, like 6 and 7, this is really easy to land on the pad.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
Because it's vertical, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's all it's for, a market runner. And I've, as I usually do, I've kind of updated it a little bit, you know?
Ooh. Ah. Looking nice, though. I really like it, man.
Yeah, I added some fuel tanks. I put hatches in it. It was all elevators before.
Uh-huh.
And if anybody's ever been crashed in a ship that only has elevators, you know what my frustration.
Hey, Grabby. Okay.
I'm gonna have to. Okay, we can make this switch, but then I'm gonna have to exit Discord and come back. 'Cause I don't know what this noise is.
You need to go ahead and exit, and I'll bring you back.
All right, be right back.
Just jump into the lobby, and I'll pull you back down. Okay?
Yep.
That is so weird. I wonder where he's getting the beeps from.
I just dropped that Mantis core blueprint
Uh-huh.
and the parts can. If you want to add that to your original can.
Then can you keep an eye on the lobby up there, Bubba's, and tell me when he's back in there?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, Grabby. No problem, buddy. So, yay, it wasn't us.
Where's Zero been? I haven't seen Zero in a while.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I hope he's okay.
Oh, it's probably just because of the new baby.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I didn't think about that. He did just have a new kid.
Okay, and they are barely under. Okay, so. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's see. That leaves me with 13 of them. Do I have any other Atmo engines?
I'm going to the market, so if you need something, let me know.
I ain't got no money, so.
You guys need to buy blueprints so Cerebus can give away the money.
Honestly, that is what happens.
It's either that
Spend
or
money to get it back.
we're gonna have to go back to mine it.
But no, that filthy heaven.
Could stick Surf's ass out on the corner.
I don't think anybody wants to see me on the corner.
They pay to get back to the fucking house.
Yeah, it does.
And that's like the best thing they've ever done.
I'm having not FPS issues, but actual lag issues lately. A lot, Clark. A whole lot. I'm not quite sure how to put it into terminology that would be. Okay, so I got 2 Gs of high altitude lift with the engines. But wow, 2 Gs. So that's gonna be an ups.
Grabby's in the lobby.
Okay, got him. And there we go. We got a Grabby.
Well, that's embarrassing to me.
What happened?
First time it's ever happened with this new headset I'm running here. It's a wireless headset.
Uh-huh.
Here they were going dead. So it was beeping to tell me that, so I had to potter off to a different room and grab some batteries.
I'm sorry, buddy, but that is definitely funny.
Well, it is to me because I should know better. I'm kind of a tech head.
I keep a little battery bank for charging my headset whenever I run low on batteries.
Well, this headset's been great, but I must not have put it on the charger correctly. And I picked it up to hop in Discord. It just wasn't charged up. That's all.
Gotcha.
It's my fault. I didn't charge it right. But I keep batteries on hand just in case of things like that. As most people know, the most annoying thing is when something doesn't work right when you really want to play a game.
Truer words have never been spoken.
I've done the whole streaming thing in the past myself, and audio was just always just a huge problem. You know. So how many vertical engines are you putting on there?
Currently, there are 40.
That's a lot. And those are what rating? Other than being L. Okay, are they uncommon or?
Uncommon. Well, right now, half of them are military, half of them are just standard engines until I get more militaries. Placeholders. Now you know what the beeps are for. Yeah, Clarky does. Oh wait, I don't have any adjusters on here, so yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, when you get back in game, Grabby, I'll show you where the parts container is, and you can link to that. You already have rules for it.
So, I want to ask a question though before I do anything.
Uh-huh.
What was it that caused you to go with so many adjusters? Because I saw what you had on.
I started off with a few, and I was trying to give it a little bit more of a turn ability, and even when I only had a few, it was just like all over the place, tipping and flipping and doing its thing, you know.
Okay.
So I thought I would try to balance it out, and it just, snowball effect.
Okay, so in the first place, before I even start looking at that, the first thing I did is go into build mode and look at your vertical boosters.
Uh-huh.
For what reason did you not set them to thrust along gravity? Did you have a reason or not?
Enable thrust along. Is that? I've never used that before. Is that a new thing?
Okay, no, it's not. And let me explain it because a lot of people really don't understand it. So I'll try to explain.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to turn you up while you're explaining it so you're clear across the stream. There you go.
Makes
Go
it
for it.
Right.
like hover.
So I'm going to try to explain it in kind of a visual mode here.
Okay.
So the ship is sitting here flat, right,
Uh-huh.
on the deck. If you pick the ship up, Jesus. If you pick the ship up and you turn it a little bit, or you roll it a little bit, and the adjusters are set the way they are now, which is to strictly thrust directly out the nozzle. Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you tip the ship a little bit, those boosters are going to do the same thing. They're going to tip a little bit. And they're going to thrust straight out of the nozzle, and they'll push your ship left or right, front or back. Okay.
Oh.
Which is something that people use to their advantage in certain situations. In other words, if you tip it back, you can actually cause your ship to move backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I do that all the time.
You understand that principle, though, right?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
So, if you set it to thrust along gravity, when you tip the ship, they still thrust straight down, no matter what the attitude of your ship is.
Oh, that's nice.
So that is really good for when you're trying to stay level and keep the ship under control, especially if it's a heavy ship, right?
Yeah.
And it's not balanced really good because of where the weight's at and so forth. So all of my ships, the first thing I do when I buy them or whatever is set that to thrust along gravity. And you have to do it when you're in build mode. So if you go underneath the ship in build mode, right click on one of those, go down to advanced, and you'll see it. There you go. So you enable that on all of them. Now, that's vertical thrusters, okay, which are use space fuel. If you were to look at hover engines, they are by default set to thrust along gravity.
Yeah.
So they're exactly the opposite. All right. So that stops a lot of the sitting in one place and trying to check your stability problems that people have. If you really want to push backwards, you should have 6-way thrusters on your, which for a big ship is a huge advantage anyways.
I do plan on having the directional, atmospheric, and space thrusters.
Okay, yeah, and you don't need them for testing, but eventually it's a good thing to put on. Okay.
Yep.
Especially now with the prevalence of people using space stations. If you want to push down on the deck to dock, you really need those space down thrusters.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. That's why you notice a lot of my newer ships that go into space all have a directional left, right, and pushing down.
Right. And that's why I'm asking you some of these questions, why you're doing it a certain way before I try to go in and say, oh, do it this way. You know?
I do. And don't worry about it. You're not going to offend me, upset me. I'm the first person to admit I don't know everything. In fact, I have a policy that the moment you think you know everything is the moment you know nothing.
The moment you think you know everything, that's when you find out that you don't know enough to admit that you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, when you die, it says it should give you a last death location. Where is that?
It doesn't show up as far as I know.
It does. Shows up in your bookmarks.
Oh, it does? I was looking for it. I didn't see it nowhere.
Oh, I see it. Last death position.
Nope.
I ran into a tower, so now I gotta go fix my ship.
Oh, no. Are you back at the castle?
Yeah.
Take the manta. It's got scrap in it.
You didn't want to run into the one right near Serapis' base, did you?
No, I ran into some mystery tower that was floating in the middle of the air.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, take the manta. It's got scraps in it.
I've got just enough scrap to get my container hub.
Okay. Okay, so I'm doing this. Oh, and then, Grabby, I'm going to show you where the parts container is, and you'll be able to link to that.
Alright, I was doing it too for you.
Oh.
Where are you at?
I'm right here. I've already done everything else.
The one right above you? That container?
Huh?
I'm just looking at the container that's right above.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the parts container.
Oh, over by the base. Or by the building.
Yeah,
I can boost it while I'm here too.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm missing 3 skills at level 5. Space engine handling, retro engine handling, and hover engine handling. so that'll only affect you on 2 cases. Those 2 are level 4 though.
Okay, this way. Follow me.
Everything else is maxed out 5.
Raffle,
let's
raffle,
cruise
raffle,
along
raffle.
Let's cruise along at 4,600 and just ran into some random structure up at 4,600 feet.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see.
You know, I kind of found a solution to the AGG thing that I implemented, and I've been trying to get Serapis to come over for a demo, but he never shows up. So
Wait, what?
I invited you over like 3 times now.
Oh, dude, you have got. I'm in the middle of moving and dealing with medicine changes and kids. You got to remind me, like, smack me a few times, okay?
Yeah, you stood me up, so you know.
Yeah, it's not intentional. You really got to remind me. I'm half brain dead sometimes.
I'm not worried about it.
Come on. Follow me over here. We're gonna go down this little dark hallway in the stairs back here, and you know.
Oh, I see. You're drawing me in. I get it. Down the dark hallway.
Yeah, over here. You see this container sticking to the wall?
Uh-huh.
There you go. You can declare
Like
link on that.
that?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, there's a body in the basement. You want to see?
Large adjusters. That's all I'm really looking for right now. Just checking that out.
Everything's in there.
All right. That's all I need, right?
Yeah. Oh, yep. Jack the Ripper did something similar. Carol's like, run, Grabby, run. And you already have build rights on the ship, too.
Yep. So let's see here.
I took all the adjusters off.
Yep. I saw that.
And I'm going to be adding some more atmospheric engines here in the back bottom.
Okay, and that's what I was going to ask you. Is there anyone anywhere on here where you're going to be
Look at this.
changing this hull? So I don't.
Not the hull. I'll be adding 4 engines on each side back here on this back corner on each side. They'll be adding 4 more atmospheric engines pointing backwards. What, Linear?
Look at this.
What? Oh my lord, that thing's way up there.
Just some random structure just floating up here in the middle of nowhere.
And that's what you hit?
Yeah.
Akuro, welcome to the stream tonight, buddy.
I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm actually about to move the 2 large stabilizers on the sides out here back and then put some atmospheric engines. Okay.
I need to figure out whoever made the thing actually get them to fix it.
Okay, that should do it. Okay, so I need to move it here, go out 4.
I wish I could jetpack when I'm in build mode. Jetpack travel, you know.
Oh, yeah, trust me, that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Now, if you see me put something somewhere you don't like, don't worry about it. We're just going to try to get the numbers right here to start with, and then we can play around, you know.
No worries, dude, you're good. Okay, got those moved back now, so that works a lot better.
supposedly they added a fetch command, so I can try to fetch and ship to you.
Supposedly, huh?
I haven't tried it. To be honest, I think that people who do dumb shit like this should be flat paid.
Kerr, I'm doing good, man. You having a good night? Well, she definitely has a lot of up now.
Yeah, I'm just getting started, and I got my axis rotations widget here stuck in the corner of my screen. I can't move it.
Okay, so let's see. I gotta go here. And we're gonna take...
I only know one way to fix that. Log out quick and back in. Of the game.
Oh, that works out. Okay, so I need to come down.
Alright, apparently I need to go down to the surface of the planet.
How far up are you?
3K something.
2K? Are you rather close to
I'm hoping I'm gonna be
Serapis?
within range to be able to fetch it.
Well, are you relatively close to Serapis here?
40K away.
It's not too bad. I mean,
I
worst
should
comes
be
to
able
worst,
to
I can.
fetch it down.
Worst comes to worst, I can come help you with an AGG ship.
Yeah, my only AGG ship is, well, this one.
Construct
Yeah.
fetched.
I got one right across the. I got one right across the valley. Here.
Ah, gotcha.
Actually, I have two. No, just one sitting over there.
I don't think I can fetch it because it belongs to the Lord.
Well, that's irritating.
That's a problem with tokens too. It's a real.
Wait, did they actually bring fetching back this thing?
You must be
Yeah.
a clear area, no construct or foliage in the ground. You must be on a flat area. Maybe it's because. Let's aim skyward. Let's try that.
Kuro, that is typically how everything I build starts off.
Just try coming over here. And we'll see if we can get it to you.
Okay, so I just screwed up. 2, 4, 8. So that means I need to go 2, 3. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go up here.
Yeah, construct cannot be fetched. I don't know what it's harping about. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get somebody to come give me a hand at some point.
Gotcha.
Realistically, I mean, this really wouldn't even have annoyed me as much as it did if it was an HD pad or something like that. But it's just boxes in the middle of the sky for no apparent reason.
Yeah, that is kind of irritating. Hold on, I'm gonna go, while he's doing this, I'm gonna go grab the Manta and come grab you. Because I can just lock onto you, and the Manta I can keep that thing straight up. Oh, there's a Mike here. What's up, Mike? 13, what's up?
That's a cool ship.
It's pointy. Okay, Linear, where are you at, buddy?
About 40K away.
Okay, I need to fuel up and I'll be on my way.
No worries. I was trying to get the fuel sorted out.
What kind of ship are you in?
I was in my little Mantis.
No, currently.
Oh, I just took a pocket ship over here.
Okay.
Figured I would try to fetch it, but yeah, that didn't work. You might actually be able to fetch it because you're the super legate. When you get here, you just set it on the ground and try to fetch it and see if that works.
Ah! Who just
So-
messaged me on Facebook? What's wrong, Gabby?
I'm just a question. If you can picture this back end of the ship in your mind here, you have the XL space engines, right?
Uh-huh.
And then below that you have some Atmo engines.
Uh-huh.
Are you putting on the bottom side of that? Are you going to be putting any kind of fuselage down there or anything? Is that your plan or not?
Hold on, I'm coming out there.
I'm just trying to balance numbers is all I'm doing right now. So I'm just asking what's going to happen in the future, you know.
Honestly,
Right now-
I don't think he knows what he's doing 5 minutes from now.
No, I actually have a mental image for that ship. I know what I'm doing. So I just got to come over
Well,
and see
that's
what
what
he's
I
talking
was kind of
about.
asking.
Because to me, it's mental. I have to see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, now,
That's why.
you're talking about on the side of the engines down here?
Nope. See where I'm at right here in the middle?
Uh-huh.
See where I stuck that adjuster for balancing
Uh-huh.
the numbers? Are you planning anything around this area?
Nope.
Okay, and how do you feel about having an adjuster stuck to the engine?
I don't care.
Okay, for now, let's leave it there then. Pitch up and down are very close to balanced right now, so that was the starting point.
Yeah, I'm very indifferent on that. I stick stuff to parts all the time. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to go rescue Linear.
I figure when you get here, we'll just have you try to fetch the ship down and see if it works.
Linear, did you like just not see that thing on radar or something? How'd that happen?
It just didn't render right away. I was just flying along at like 3,700 meters off the ground or whatever it is, and it just all of a sudden it went exploding. And it's just some random platform up there with nothing attached to it. That reminds me, I wonder what dickhead owns this tile.
You're so arbitrarily aggressive, man.
Oh, I'm more than happy to wedge a boot in their ass right now.
Okay. Now, if anybody wants to hop in voice, please remember, just got to join the lobby and let me know you're up there. Also, since we got 23 people in chat, I'm going to do another reminder. We're going to start doing a new program Wednesday nights. Will be half off nights. So If you've been trying to save up for one of my blueprints and you're a little short, Wednesday nights is your night. If you come see me at the castle in person and you're in stream, I will give you the blueprint for half its normal listing price.
Somebody named Lucius.
Lucifer?
No, Lucius.
No, that's my wife's dog. I mean, never mind, his name is Biscuit. I don't know what you're talking about. Resource, you won the Manta blueprint. KB, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Play the
hey,
Planet, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
That's right, I won 2 ships too.
No, you won one of the 2 ships.
Oh, I thought they were half off.
That doesn't work for giveaways.
So you only get half the blueprint. You have to win another one to get the whole one. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so Wednesday nights we're going to do half off on all blueprints. So any blueprint in the shop that you see, you can get for half off. You just got to come find me at the castle and I will sell it to you. You won half a ship. Ha ha ha.
Dude, Eli should legit take a ship, cut it in half, and just make that a running joke.
Oh dear God, this is like...
I think that's pretty good, actually. Good idea.
What the living... It could... Wow, is that the thing right there you're looking at that you hit?
Yeah, that's part of it. There's another one up about 3,700 feet off the ground. Only thing I think of is somebody just built it to be a dick.
Wow, it's like a cage. What the hell?
You know, does it have a dynamic core attached to it?
Yo,
It probably got launched.
no, there's
No, they're perfectly spaced. There's 2 of them staggered up there. Okay, what ship is it? Your Mantis?
it's the Mantis Mark II. You have to be pointing straight up at the sky.
Okay, got it.
No, the other one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the one that's only 3K away?
Yeah. Try fetching it. See if it works.
Cannot be fetched.
Fantastic.
Okay, come on. Pick up your ship and come over here and stand on top of this one.
I've already picked it up. I just gotta find the other shit.
I'm right up the hill from you. Yeah, hop on top of this one.
I'll have to bookmark this just to stop me coming this direction ever again. Alright. There's some random floaty bits out here somewhere too.
You know, I'm not convinced everybody does that be malicious either, because I had a voxel library get launched up here above us one day.
Yeah. They've got like random platforms spaced out all the way up there. See them?
Is it somebody that had a tower there and took it down and did not do a very good job, maybe?
No. I think it was somebody that was building a tower, got bored of the game, and just left it.
And that's very possible too. Which is one of my nagging issues about the game and their proposed futures. But I'm not going to go into that.
I think objects should at least be attached to the ground.
Okay, come on. Here we go. Let's go.
I think they need to implement, like they have in Arc, there needs to be a EK, you know, soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If I can get close enough, I'm gonna try to grab it
Okay.
with build mode.
Hold on. I'm going to swing around and go back up. Okay?
No worries. See, originally I landed on one of their little platforms. I just tried to fetch the ship over the platform, and it said you can't do that until you're on the ground. So I got on the ground, and yeah, it still don't work.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Wood. And welcome to the stream. I hope you see what I'm doing later.
Yeah, I see it.
Hold on, I'm creeping.
You're fine, dude.
I don't want to, you know.
I'm
Make,
gonna try to grab it with build mode, 'cause as soon as I touch it, the thing's gonna go flying.
is it?
Since the core is already shelled, would I die again if it hits the ground?
Wow, that's a good question.
I think as long as you're not attached to any element,
Ah, you missed it, Linear.
you can put.
I tried grabbing it.
I thought you were just going to jump on the bugger. Okay, let me do this again.
I was just trying to grab it with build mode, so I don't go flying.
What's up, Wood? How you doing, buddy?
You know, you got a res node on this thing, don't you?
Possibly not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm doing some straight up acrobatics right now, y'all.
Oh shit.
The hell? Did I just pass through it?
I may have to poke one of the GMs in the help channel. Can you help? Because they're actually monitoring the help channel now. For easy to fix problems.
Tell him you've been trying to use a fetch and it won't let you.
If we can't, if we end up not being able to, I'll do it.
This might be an anti-grav thing. Good night. Clark, you have a good night, buddy. I don't know, we might need some. Oh, please don't hit it. Please don't hit it. Come on, baby.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm talking to my ship.
Did you just call it grabby?
No, it's called a baby. I'm like, come on, baby. Do it for daddy.
Oh.
Nope.
Great.
Wow, that's kind of creepy. Huh? Why would Alright.
Ah, looks like Deckard's on. Maybe he might be able to help. It's not gonna let me grab it.
Wait.
And I just went airborne.
So you're coming back down on my ship, dude.
I fell.
Oh no. If I manage to catch you, I'm gonna be freaking out here. Did I or did I lose you?
You lost me.
Ah!
Hey, give me just a minute. I gotta go deal with my kids now.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the castle. Got going too fast. I'm blowing stuff up there.
Oh boy! I saw you pass by that one.
Yep. I have a tendency of doing that a whole lot, so.
Yeah, the first thing I do on every Atmo ship I have is put Atmo radar. Specifically because of the AGG tower.
Ooh. Now that was some piloting there. That was interesting. I did some very dirty deeds with this little ship I don't think I should have been able to do technically. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give away some more of those chargers, and I gotta pick a winner. Oh no, I already gave the winner a resource. Okay, so let's do some more chargers. I'm gonna do 3 chargers on this. So it's 20 minutes on the giveaway, and we're giving away 3 of them. I am on my way back. It's a pocket ship. I'm on my way back to the castle now, and I will show you what. But it's !Rapple in chat to get in on that. Also, as a reminder, since we have somebody new in channel, Wednesday nights are now half-off nights on Blueprints. If you see something you like, tonight is the night to buy, or next Wednesday night. But yeah, the rule of thumb is, the rule for the half off is you have to be in stream, and you have to come to me at the castle. You cannot go to the showroom. Okay, Grabby, I'm on my way back to you, bud.
Yeah, I'm just,
Sorry about that. Every time I get somebody over there to help with something, all of a sudden I gotta go rescue somebody.
don't worry about it on my account here. I'm just pissing around with your ship here, so.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm very happy
No.
with it. It just, takes, patience,
Yeah.
you know.
Ha 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 ha. I don't know what you're about, 13. I wouldn't do that to you. No, would. They aren't. The showroom is at the IC spaceport, and the castle is about 50 kilometers north of the districts.
Actually, very happy with the way this is working here. I just gotta do the roll now. And
Okay, so here we go. I'll show you guys the chargers. These are the chargers we're giving away right now. They are pocket chips for you and your friend. They're fun little chips.
these stab L's are gonna stay on the ship, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the charger.
Got a Hemi in it?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Not really, barely, but you know, the equivalent.
As far as you're concerned, it's a Hemi, right?
Yep. I'm gonna call it a Hemi.
Should have put that in the any kind of advertisement. It's got a
There's a wolf at the base. So this is the charger. The charger is just a very slimline, compact little vehicle designed to get around easily in tight spaces and do dirty things, and you know, fly around easily without any issues. What is that resource? Huh?
I said I see pans on.
Oh, okay.
Probably lurking.
Okay, so Wolf, follow me. Resource, you on the blueprint. Oh, KB, thank you for the sub, buddy. How did they achieve? I just stacked brakes, dude. That's all I did. Okay, so construct, advance, advanced, organize. That was weird. I'm losing my mind, but that's okay. Oh yeah, Rome got it working great. We've had a couple accidents, but you know, it's been good. Wolfie, you got a barter. There you go, buddy. Oh, not that. That. Enjoy. I wonder if I could actually make that. You managed to ram it? Oh no. Wood, thank you for the sub, buddy. Definitely appreciated, and welcome to the streaming family. Okay, okay, I need to get back out here and take care of a grabby. Or help a grabby, because I'm sitting here and grabby's like fixing my ship and I ain't even doing nothing. I'm feeling like kind of like I did, you know.
It ain't fixed yet, so, you know.
Oh, I said fixing. I didn't say has fixed.
Let's just say I'm manipulating it for better or worse.
Ha 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 ha. Good way to put it. Good way to put it. I can dig it.
I don't like counting my ducks.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I need to go down one. Okay, so did that get the red off of that one?
Talking to me?
No, 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 no. I'm talking to myself. I do that a lot. Wait a minute, I thought I yellowed that. I did yellow that. Why is that not showing up then? Okay. So I'm currently at... Okay, so hold on. $53, $202, $33. I think that's right. Oh, now you want to turn yellow. 33.5, 33.5, 53.5, 202.5. Oh, wait. That's why. They're not exactly lined up. Well, now that makes a lot of sense. Yay! I got it. Poor in DU? I got 11 million. I'm a little poor, but not that poor.
How'd that adjuster get there? You know, you randomly stick one someplace sometimes.
Hey, you can get a lot of trouble for that nowadays. So what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll take that, connect that to there. Take that, connect that to there. Then I'll come over here. I talk to myself a lot while I'm building, like a whole lot. Drives my wife up the wall. What was that, Grabby?
I said I do too.
My wife, it drives my wife up the wall because I'll be doing crafts and stuff like that, and I'll be sitting there talking to myself while I'm painting or drawing or something, and she's like, "Would you just shut up?" So yes, it's a lot of fuel tanks. I don't like putting too many engines on one fuel tank because then they run out of fuel rather quickly.
Yeah, one of the things I find a lot in a lot of the ships I come across is there just isn't enough fuel tank on them. You know?
Yeah, they have to max out those connections, don't they? They'll put one large tank and hook everything up to it. It's like,
Well, and too many small ones too. I default to large whenever I can.
Yeah. The only thing I'm using the medium, I have some mediums in here. And the only thing the mediums are being used for are the vertical boosters. And it's only 4 vertical boosters per medium. And that was so I could spread the load out and kind of get a better balance of connections.
I get it.
But other than that, I've tried to, you know, make sure I have a really good amount of fuel balance just to kind of give room for that, you know?
And I gotta say too, vertical boosters are something a lot of people don't realize just how much fuel they draw.
Yeah.
But when you hook them on the engine fuel tanks, you know, they're not always a good deal.
What was that? Haha. Vertical boosters. Let's see. How many vertical boosters do we have? Where do you see the item count for vertical boosters? Oh, there it is. We have 64 large vertical boosters.
I don't know if it's worth taking this.
You want me to go over there with the AGG?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll leave this the way it is. Surface can live.
A lot of the times, so you can just poke a friend, and you know, ask them if they can come give you a hand or something. But
Yeah, I want to log over to one of my more piloty guys here. I've got an AGG sitting right across the valley.
It's good to have neighbors you can occasionally borrow a cup of sugar from.
I'm just glad it's back into your.
Because, Tim, there's a raffle and you already have a ticket, buddy.
I already had somebody smack into my tower over there when I was first building it. It wasn't even done yet. And they had a pyramid. They smashed into my tower with a pyramid.
Me and Serp have hit that tower more than once.
My tower?
Yeah, I have had it once. Totaled my ship, destroyed it. But mine was lag.
Oh.
It had nothing to do with the tower. I lagged out so bad
Oh,
that
yeah.
by the time I popped in, it was basically in the tower.
Oh yeah, it's been lag for me both times I've hit it too. I tried to coming up on the castle and both the structures loading at once. It was just too much. Better now though.
Well, I apologize.
Nah,
I am
don't,
gonna-
dude. You're
It's not
good.
your fault.
I am going to get rid of it though eventually here soon. That's why I wanted to show Serapis what I'm doing and have him show it on stream. So maybe some other people can get some good ideas what to do instead.
Ah. Well,
Instead-
whenever you get
Actually-
back here, we'll go over there and take a look.
Actually, Serp, is his pad in line to the water?
Yes.
Is there any empty territory past his pad?
North, south.
Well, technically, his pad is. Wait, let's see. Is there? Is
I
it
think
there?
it'd be kind
Is
of cool
it-
to have a tram line that leaves the castle and goes all the way down to like a lakeshore villa.
Yo, is it Space Blade LLC?
Yeah.
So no, his is not in line with the water. His is going
It's kind of a crooked course there, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, Grinwood, I don't know what happened to Grinwood. He has a tile over there in line to the water.
Even if we had to kind of do a roundabout way of doing it,
There's
it would work, but
There's no straight route to the tower without crossing over somebody that you probably don't know.
Well, from us it is. I mean, the tile between us and your tower is my tile.
I thought you wanted to go to the water at the lake.
No, he's saying go from here to the water. All the way. He was thinking he could go through your tile to go all the way there. Is what he was thinking.
Yeah, but it won't. My tiles don't go to the water.
Nope. And they're off direction from the water too.
yeah, I thought it looked like there was like a tile or two between us and then a whole bunch of unclaimed tiles that go all the way to the water.
Well, there's 3 tiles. 1 tile. If you could get permission from this goulash person, whoever that is.
I got somebody in the lobby. 13 and Salvage Falcon. Is that one of ours? Hello, 13. A Salvage Falcon for us, or is it for somebody else?
Okay, what's your in-game name there, so I can add you
Linear
as a
Burn.
contact?
Same as Discord.
Okay, who is Salvage Falcon? Is Salvage Falcon one of ours?
That does not sound familiar.
I know not. He's been in there since I came in.
Is he talking?
I didn't hear him.
Ah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Say that name again.
Salvage Falcon.
Salvage Falcon. I don't see you in this channel.
No, he's in the lobby waiting to be pulled somewhere.
I'm Linear Burn.
Yeah, Linear is Linear Burn. He's in game. The name is the same as his Discord name.
Well, the person with the ship that needs to
Linear Burn.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So unoriginal having the same name as Discord.
I know, right? I mean, being so convenient and how dare he?
Right?
So right now we have a raffle going on for 3 more of the chargers. If you want to get in on that, it's !raffle. We're going to be giving away 3 chargers in 1 raffle.
Okay, I sent you a friend request or a contact request from Shump.
Okay.
You know, like the 3 Stooges, Shump? Yeah.
Larry, Moe, and Curly and Shimp.
Yeah.
The 4th.
It's one of the names I've been carrying around for years.
So we're giving away 3 of these right now with the current raffle. They are pocketable. And that is !raffle to get in on that. Just type it in the chat and it pops up and works.
Do you want me to just meet you at the ship or what?
I'm directly under the ship.
Okay.
Ba blah 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 blah. Do 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 do.
Time to wake up.
Do.
Mana mana.
This is the time I normally be waking up.
Centauri, welcome to the. Oh,
Hey, Centauri.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, you're okay, Centauri. You're already in it, buddy. And that is over. Let's see who our 3 winners are. Oh, Wood. Wood, you have won a charger. Mike, you have won a charger. Arcuro, you have also won a charger. And don't worry, I do not charge taxes. And there is no license or registration.
After you get here, that is going to be
Congratulations to the winners.
So,
Would you prefer to just come up here and go up with me? Because I'm on AGG.
I'm sitting on the ground underneath where the ship is.
Well, I know, but if I land...
Yeah, I've
it's
got a
lot harder
pocket
to get
ship.
up
I
off
could
the ground.
probably just ninja my way up there.
okay, so if you're coming to the castle to get your winnings, this is the location. All you gotta do is set your destination for that. I am on Alioth, and you can come on by and pick it on up.
Otherwise, you can just fly up and land on my ship, too.
That's what I'm actually looking at. See if there's a place I can deploy this.
Well, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
If you were to come back to either Serapis or my deck here, it'd just be a lot easier.
I could suicide back to Serb's place.
You have a ship with you on the ground though?
It's a pocket ship. I'll just suicide back to Serbs.
Alright.
Alright, I'm here. Let me come outside.
I'm gonna land on his upper deck.
Yeah, I'm standing down on the front pad.
Sorry to interrupt your stream there, sir.
No, dude, don't apologize. You're good.
Serb's just happy to let his jaw slag a little bit.
Well, I don't want to get in the middle of your expert production there.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, it's a major production going on. No problem, Wood. Salvaging, but with aggro. Savage Falcon, not salvage. Savage Falcon. Okay, who is Savage Falcon? Not Salvage Falcon. Is that somebody for us or somebody for somebody else?
Never heard of them.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else I can do here?
Oh, I see. I know that shit.
I gotta go reset my container again.
But this isn't like all the others. This one's highly customized. Special.
I think Shadow has a ship soon.
I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Take off.
Just trying to get up on the roof.
There's a gantry in the middle underneath. I just opened.
I climbed up using the wings.
All right. Well, to get in there is an elevator pad up on top, above the ridge. Unless you want to stay out there.
Let's see. What else do we have here?
I'll stay out here. I sent you the location for the ship too.
What am I missing?
Okay, got the destination locked in.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll give away some choo-choos. I think I have the parts to make some choo-choos.
Serapis deck is just slightly under the buffer range.
It is?
Yep, my AGG won't lift up off your deck. I'll have to fly it up. Oh, look at that tower.
I'm sure I was asking if you're good if it comes by tomorrow to fix it up. Fix it up.
Huh?
Sure.
Yeah, Akura, that's fine, dude. Yes, a choo-choo. They are pocketable hover racers. No, I don't think they're pocketable. Maybe not. I don't remember. Yeah, they're pocketable, but they're hover racers.
We also have one that's an actual tram.
Yep.
I would say when you get about 3 or 4K from the ship, start slowing down and be really careful.
Yep.
There's random bits of junk just flying everywhere. And it's 3.7K off the ground, so you know.
Oh, that's where the ship is?
Whoa, Mike.
Okay, I'll go up then. I need to...
Mike's sitting out here doing donuts. Good night, Akuro. Have a good night, buddy. Take care. Okay, so here in a few minutes, I'll start at the last giveaway of the night. We'll give away these two right here. The two choo-choos. We're still waiting. Plus, it's pocketable. Oh, nice. These get around 1,200. This one, the party train.
Hey, Grabby.
Right? Yes?
When we get back, I don't think you have one of my mantises, do you?
Yeah, I have a mantis. Oh, a mantis? Oh, I don't know.
This little ship that we're rescuing, I'll give you a copy of it just for helping me out, just for fun.
Well, we're gonna have to wait for the singularity to catch up here.
No worries.
That's why I'm just kind of floating here. I should have went slower and started sooner.
There you go. How's that wood?
Back on the... Veer off to the side and go out of the way so I can get it to come on.
I'm glad they kind of listened to reason and they started doing live support again. See the little random tower things off to your left over there?
Yeah, well, I can and I can't. I want to pay attention ahead of me. I'm waiting for the singularity to catch up.
Yeah.
I got the AGG set for 3600, but I just gotta hang out here and wait before I get close to it.
This is the first time I've totaled a ship in probably a month.
Yeah.
A Novark speeder sitting up here at 3K.
Yeah, I probably hit the same thing.
Look at that.
We call those fly traps. No, one engine. It has one medium engine. That's it. This isn't compactable. But on compactables, you can have 3 engines.
Oh, cool. They released a new devlog, The Future of DU, part
Yep.
1 of 3.
Oh man, they had to do that while I'm flying.
Oh, they did it earlier too. I just noticed it. If it's broke, fix it. Is one of the main things. This is like the worst area. It's like tower.
He's cutting
city.
out of me.
There we go. We're coming in.
Am I cutting out?
Yeah, well, for me. Game's 99% downloaded.
What?
Game is 99% downloaded on this potato computer. I'm going to see if it'll run. I'm not. I'm not hopeful.
So, Serapis, if you want to, I don't know what you're actually doing on that big carrier right now, but if you want to like lift up and just test it a little bit, if you're in that stage.
Okay.
The roll is really light right now, but the roll never needs to be really heavy, typically.
I'm not really looking for roll. I'm looking for left to right turn.
I know, but in the balancing process, the roll right now is very light, and
Yeah.
it needs to be. It needs to be less than the yaw. Okay. So if you were to just go pick it up in the air and just kind of see how it feels to you, you know, if it's way off, if it's close, or you know what I mean.
Let's see.
I've never seen that process before. Checking game and now extracting game.
Oh, hello.
What does
Hello.
it do? Oh, you've got your VTOLs running. Okay.
I'm kind of surprised. Wow. They're a little more effective than I thought they were going to be.
What HUD are you using? None?
None right now.
Oh. I think VTOLs are a little bit of an issue when you got no HUD.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've never run one without a HUD. No. They really boosted you up, didn't they?
Yeah, quickly too.
Yep. Okay, we're 1,000 away from altitude yet here. So.
I think we drifted past the ship about 30K ago too.
No, I know. I'm waiting for the AGG to catch me so I can turn around. I'm just floating on the wings right now. Where I gotta keep moving.
Bombs away!
That's the same problem. No matter what I do, she wants to roll every time I turn her.
I didn't see that. Try it again. Still rolling?
Yep.
Wow.
Turn on auto roll on the script and see if that fixes the problem.
Or maybe you do have it on? It shouldn't.
Auto roll will just try to keep the ship level.
Yeah, there is no script, so let me install the script.
And there's that AGG with the tram on it. See that down to the left?
God.
Yeah.
They got a tramway on that elevated rail line there. Yeah, they're running right now.
I didn't make you flinch there, did I, Wolf?
So, if you look at the numbers on that, I'd cut it way back right now. It's got barely any roll adjusters on it.
Yeah.
And it's still doing that.
To auto roll preference, that's turned off. Turn assist is on. Okay, let's try it out with a script on it.
And the ship is balanced, right?
Okay, so how does the VTOL work with this?
Base bar. Base bar should fire all the engines that are pointing down.
Oh yeah.
Serb's like stream music is going along perfect for the view right now. It's just, we're just slowly kind of creeping along.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm not like streaming this or something. It is kind of pretty up here.
So it's definitely got enough oomph to get me up to AGG height by far.
Dump about 4 kilotons of cargo in the cargo hangars and do it again. Drag a bunch of parts out of the parts can. That's what I usually do when I
Let's
need weight.
see.
I'll just drag parts out of the part can until I get enough weight.
We should be within the bounds of the AGG here, so I should be able to.
No, Wood, you get an actual charger. You get a tokenized ship, bud.
Yeah, that's what core size is it?
Extra small.
It's a pocket ship, if I remember right. The Charger's one of the pocket ships, right?
Yeah.
Pocket ship.
Yep, pocketable ship.
Is that a charger in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, why can't it be both?
We actually floated 50K past that.
Yeah, see that?
That'll be back.
We're headed back now.
Standing on these adjusters, if I had a skirt, I'd be playing Marilyn Monroe right now.
Like, well, I don't know. You want to check it?
Well, they should put a chair out there, huh? For people to sit in.
I really need to get off my lazy ass and actually start working on my medium core again.
Well, I just redid this one. Upgraded the engines. It's got 20 large containers hidden inside of it.
You really like the look of that ship, Surface.
What, the carrier?
Yeah.
What's your
I
favorite
think it's the
part?
color. Oh, it says play. Here we go.
See, I think you just like the awesome landing pads on the roof. Yeah, that's probably.
Okay, it's almost 11:20, so let's go ahead and do the pocket choo-choo. Pocket choo-choo. Pocket choo-choo. That sounds bad.
Sounds like a underhanded name for a sex toy or something like that. The pocket choo-choo.
So I'm trying to approach your ship from below here a little bit. So
Oh, hey, my headset just died.
what? Who died?
My headset on my
His
phone.
headset.
Oh, I thought you said Elvis Presley died.
No, I said my headset died. Not my gaming one, my one on my cell phone. There we go. So we're going to give away 2 of the hover racers, and they should be popping up in channel. And once you see it, there you go! Exclamation mark raffle. Yeah, it's still doing the look. Grabby. It's still doing the major hardcore spinnies and twisties.
Twisties?
Oh, that's because there's no actual side ones. Is there? Oh, there's a few of them. Yeah, when I turn, it's like twisting like a top.
That's what it should do.
No, not like that. Like it's actually tipping to like
It's rolling.
yeah, rolling.
Jeebus, man.
I know, right? It's like a tower everywhere you go.
Well, I'm talking to Serapis. There's hardly any roll adjusters on that ship right now, and it's still rolling like crazy. Well, that's disappointing. I'll have to look at that again then. I purposely, asked you to check it before I even put very many roll adjusters on it. Go out and check the numbers yourself. They're like at a third of the yaw power. Yeah, watch it for your ship here, Linear.
Yeah, it says it's about 4K in front of us.
Look at that. There's a sky base over there to the right. Do you see that? Oh, I got my radar on, so you can't see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's probably what I hit, actually.
Sky base 54939.
Yeah, it should come in the view here in just a few seconds.
Oh, I see it. On the radar, anyway. 4 kilometers ahead.
Yeah.
Gondar, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
I'm just approaching at 50 to 100 kilometers an hour. Well, Serapis, I don't know what to tell you, man.
No, it's going to take a lot of work.
On that first result there.
Yep. I'd figure it out.
Were there any other engines firing when you were doing that up there, or were you just sitting on the AGG?
I was just sitting on the AGG.
I'm thinking fuel production's going to wait until tomorrow.
2.9 kilometers away.
Now that I've got this house, I'm going to try to...
I don't have any bottled water, and right now I am not drinking water out of the faucet with all the storms we've had. Typically, when that happens around here, the water gets really nasty.
Apparently the ship's not totally roached because I have access to the container still.
Yeah, we're 1.5 kilometers.
Okay, here we go. I'm doing the location for the castle one more time.
You gotta see if you can take some time, see if you can get the bot fixed tomorrow.
Oh, wood. That is not good, dude. Oh, snap that.
I'm above it, aren't I?
Yeah, just a little bit. We're 900 meters from it, slightly below us.
So right now there's a raffle going on for these two choo-choos. So if you want to win a choo-choo, it's !! raffle. These are hover racers. Is this one that actually has fuel? No, this is not the one with fuel. Hold on, I fueled the other one up.
This should be a pretty decent height, just gonna creep us forward.
Well, I'm quite a ways above it, I can tell you that. I'm heading down right now.
For me, it looks like we're pretty much straight on.
Really?
Ah, resource, buddy. Long day, huh?
If you were looking from the back, you'd see that we're above it. I'm looking on a straight level line. We're getting right about down at the level now. I want to be below it and bring you up to it. That's my goal anyway.
Pretty shame I can't just grab it and set it on the deck.
Well, you can't because you can't dock it that way. You can bring it over near us once I stop.
My goal is to go into build mode and try to hop on it and see where it lands. You get the feeling as soon as I touch the thing, it's gonna go flying.
That's a
Well, I probably need to-
possibility.
That's why I need to probably grab it first with the maneuver tool and the.
Yep, lock it in place with the maneuver tool. I don't disagree.
That's going to end
wonder what-
badly.
I wonder what kind of futuristic witchcraft just causes a ship to stay put in the middle of space when it crashes.
Especially when it won't stay in space whenever you're trying to make it do that.
I hit my own tower one time, which isn't very far away from here. My other tower, if you haven't seen that one. Or maybe you have. It's another orange and yellow one. It's way down by the edge of the purple zone.
Oh, resource, tell her we all said thank you for driving and not making the Sleepy Man drive.
What's elevation look like now? It's still below us. Maybe down another 60 meters. Now
Oh,
we're down.
wow. 420 followers? Awesome. I didn't even know I broke the 400 mark. I don't know. I kind of got to the point, and don't get me wrong, I'm very happy about 400, but I've just been enjoying
Hey.
myself.
A0 would be very happy with that number of followers. 420. You gotta send him a message. Yeah, hey, I'm at 420 followers.
Don't fall off the edge of the ship there, no.
Oh, no, I'm still standing on that.
You know what you should do?
Man, I am lagging too bad to be doing racing tonight. I'm like... Ooh, sorry.
You should, before you attempt this, you should come inside the ship, activate one of my res nodes.
Oh,
So,
I see what the
if
problem
something
is.
happens, you can res back up to my ship, you know? Go up on the top. There's both a hatch and an elevator up there. Right, you're by the elevator now.
I can't access the hatch, so I'll have to use the elevator.
Oh, yeah, use the elevator.
If I can find the elevator.
You're right by it.
Is it this little square pad thing?
Yep. It's recessed a little bit, probably. I might have to actually go give you rights to,
There it goes.
There we go. I'm back. I got it.
Yeah, I can't access the road things.
Ah, I blew up.
hold on.
It wasn't my fault. I swear. Why did I blow up?
I can't even remember what ship this is. What ship is it when you look at it?
Red Horizon.
Red Horizon, that's right. I got too many ships.
Yep, I don't got it. I am not a good racer, but this ship is designed for people that are capable of balancing out. It's meant to drift. It's not meant to slow down and take corners. You're supposed to actually slide it around corners. And I'm not a good racer. I'll be the first one to admit that. I'm not a good racer at all.
Not really a great pilot either.
Okay, you fart knocker, you.
Okay. You might have to refresh the RDMS on that pad. Try it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be playable.
What?
GU on this computer.
Oh no.
Just as soon as I said that, my interior loaded.
Oh wow.
I'm probably getting half a frame a second.
Linear, try a refresh element rights on the Resbeth.
I'm trying.
Please ignore how damaged your ship is. Huh, that's a terrifying comment right there.
Refresh element right. It says I don't have permission still.
I was actually out with my wife and kids the other day, and we're cruising down the main highway, and all of a sudden this car gets in front of us, and the rear end of this car looks like the Jolly Green Giant just punched it right in the ass. You know, this thing just looks horrible. And all I could think of was, yeah, I'm slowing down, giving them some space.
It's for some reason there's still.
That poor car looked horrible.
Okay, you're trying one of the ones back there.
Yeah, is there a different one? Somewhere?
Oh, I'm looking here. Oh, I don't have a tag on this one.
Oh, Wood, I said punt, like a football, like you punt the ball.
They give you rights to the whole ship. You should be able to access anything.
Maybe relog?
No, I can't. The ship will drop.
I'm talking about me.
Oh, that might help for you, yeah, but I gotta stay, you know, relatively close to the chair here.
Yeah, just let me log out, log back in.
Okay, so...
The game don't take 40 minutes to load anymore.
Oh. Okay, now if you haven't picked up your ship tonight, just remember you can pick it up tomorrow night. I am here Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And my right leg's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I don't know what's been going on with my right knee lately, but my right knee feels like... I don't know, I'm 40 and it feels like it's around 70. It just don't want to do what it's supposed to be doing.
Hey, sir, how many giveaway
Yeah.
cams do you want?
How many what?
Giveaway cams do you want?
Oh, here? Probably about 8 of them.
Okay. Oh, I thought this was super quick. No, it's loading. 0%.
Gotcha. I'm surprised Shadow wasn't here tonight.
He's probably playing Valheim or something.
He taking a break from the game?
Riz got him cracked out on that game.
Ah.
It's about 3 weeks of entertainment until you run out of content. And you're done with it.
Okay, so
Yeah, I agree, but it's a hell of a fun game for those 3 weeks. It really is.
I love the red, white, and blue on this ship. That was a really good, adjustment on it. That turned out really good.
There we go.
Yeah, it works now? Okay, cool.
No, it don't.
Really?
It's still red. It says activate the thread.
I gave you full rights to everything on this ship.
No, I don't have access to do shit. Can't sit in chairs. Can't open doors. Gotcha.
Well, they must have something going on then. Linear burn. Let's see. Linear burn has 24 different rights to the ship.
Uh-oh. We got a Renwood Rero Wood, or Weir. How do you say that? I know everybody's calling you Wood. Is it?
Let me try grabbing this ship with the maneuver tool real fast. See.
Okay, let me get in the chair then.
Wyro Wood? Ah, Wyro Wood. Okay. Yeah, I know. He's logged off here. He's working on the tram.
Is that close enough for you?
It just dropped on the deck, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Whew,
Alright.
yawning.
Let me try.
Wood is fine? Okay. KB! Welcome back, buddy.
Alright.
Oh, look at
Wow.
that up there. There is a deck. It's a large core with a deck on the top and voxel sticks, as I call them, around the rest of it. You see that up there now?
Yep.
Ah.
Hey, do you have any scrap? Apparently, I can't access the cans anymore.
Yeah, I have a lot of scrap. I wish you had access to the ship.
I just need a couple of units. I've got a bunch of scrap in the ship.
Let me,
Yawning.
I
Okay,
got,
well.
I got some. I have some in my pocket. I'll have to.
You're
get
really
off
fighting the
here.
Z monster there, aren't you, Serapis?
I got tier
Yeah,
5
it's been a
scrap in the ship.
long day.
You there?
I ended up spending several hours at the doctor's office just because of waiting for people to do what they're supposed to be doing with their kids and trying to control 2 autistic kids in a doctor's office in a tiny room while they're,
That's all that's in my pocket.
Draining.
It's more than enough, dude.
I got to go downstairs to get more. I got thousands down there.
Okay, this is
While they're all sitting in a room, looking at the cameras, closed circuit TV in the room, you in the small room, eating popcorn,
being tortured.
right?
Yeah.
And you wonder why you're tired.
Okay, so just the one reminder for the night. I only do this once a night. The top left corner of the screen, the current funds that we're working on gathering for donations is going towards prepping our new home for our kids' safety. We have 2 children who are severe autistic. Everything that goes to the link goes to my wife's PayPal account, which is that. So she gets all the money and it's going to safing up the house, putting locks on cabinets, special locks on doors, securing the gate, cameras, floodlights, and all that other fun stuff. We are currently in the middle of moving, so we're trying to make sure the house is prepped for the kids. And if you can't do that, this is, I think that's right, hold on. Go, pack. That is the Venmo. But yeah, everything right now is going towards the kids.
Am I able to post a link for a picture in your stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me save this thing
The hardest part's gonna be installing those damn magnetic locks on every cabinet in the kitchen. That's gonna take flipping forever. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to that. Because there's a lot of pantries in our kitchen. Did you wreck? Oh. Oh, you're here, I think. Oh my god.
There you go. There's a picture of the crash site here, the wreck site that we're at.
Oh man. Did that bird fly into the window or something?
I don't know. Did you just disconnect?
What are you talking to?
Okay, he relogging? Okay. Wood, he disconnected. Definitely an interesting concept. I like it. I like the idea behind it.
Alright, let me see if I can get the brakes and the floor fixed.
Why am I doing this? I could go in build mode on the platform. Very interesting concept. I definitely like it.
Alright, there's the keys. Get some brakes sorted out. Get these brakes sorted out, I'll bump it off and then set it on the ground.
Well, I'm not in a hurry, man. Did you get out the rest of your scrap or not?
Yeah.
Okay, good. This is one of the reasons why I will keep an AGG ship in my fleet.
All of my ships are designed to fly on Alioth. That's part of the reason why I moved here.
You know, there's other shipbuilders that have that same opinion. They had a lot of trouble working off of other planets because they couldn't test an Alioth, you know, or Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm surprised more people haven't like built ships that are space only or low grav only, and they're designed to have park in space, and then you puddle skip down to Alioth and do stuff.
Yeah, I've been ordered the same thing.
I'm gonna make a copy of the ship we're using right now and turn it into space only.
Well, I think it's all repaired. No problem, bud. A wrecked ship shows up at the castle, it typically gets repaired.
By one or more people.
Yeah. The castle is kind of a safe haven like that, you know. You come here and you got issues, your issues are going to get fixed.
Plus they're meant
You mean I don't have to go pay my shrink anymore?
I was gonna say, I've got a lot of issues. I can get them fixed then, huh?
Tomorrow there's a line out the snow for about a mile. Oh, come on, Serapis, that was funny.
I just gotta get back there in time to give Serapis an elevator ride. It's worth the trip, believe me.
we're gonna be heading
So I
back.
lowered my game settings down to like the bare minimum. I want to see if it'll load.
The bare necessities.
Phenomena.
Do 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 do. Okay, Wood. Follow me. I give you your ship.
Has Geo been here tonight?
Not unless he's lurking.
Yeah, he was pretty tired. I thought he was having a lot of fun today, though.
Yep. Yeah, he told me earlier. He's like, I couldn't stop watching. It was like you guys were just goofing off and having fun. He said that was a lot of fun.
What were we doing last night?
I don't remember.
I don't either. Oh, we started messing around with the tram.
Oh yeah, explodey stuff
We were doing
happened.
something else. I said, "Oh, does that work?" And you're like, "Squirrel."
Yeah. Okay, where you at, buddy? Oh, there you are,
And there he goes.
Carter.
Well, the fact that it's been loading this whole time, I've only got 50%. Isn't doing well
Whoa,
since I'm on an
that's
empty
pretty
tile
steep
with one
angle.
ship.
There you go. Enjoy.
Did you like do that on purpose? That dive straight to the ground, or?
No, I thought that was gonna be cool, but you know.
Now this thing does have 2 advanced military smalls on it.
Well, I mean, it looked cool from my angle, but I just wasn't sure if that was, you know, on purpose or what.
Oh, you just go in your inventory, right click on the key, and use construct key. Wood? We just had an explosion.
Clean up aisle 7.
I got 98 disabled modules, 79 damaged modules. This thing's more smoke than it is actually ship right now.
Okay, so you're headed back, right? You're okay, Linear?
Yeah, I'm heading back to Serbs.
The roof? You hit the roof?
I decided to forego the market run and just go straight back. It was only an advanced 3D printer I was going to pick up anyways.
I think he just said screw it for the night. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I am not even sure, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what you hit. Okay, make sure you go in your inventory and right click on that key I gave you and use construct key. Okay?
What I thought was just this thing go pew!
Yep. All yours, buddy. Waiting for the game to accept you. And she should have a full tank of gas. Hit G to take off. It's using Dementia HUD.
I am headed back to my deck if you want to come over for an elevator ride there, Serapis.
Roger that. How
Hey,
did
sir.
that end up? Yeah?
Sir, grab a copy of that Mantis blueprint
Okie dokie.
and give it to him.
I don't know if I can make copies of it.
Oh, you should be able to. You have the core.
Where are the blueprints at?
I stuck it in the parts scanner layer.
Oh, there's already one in here.
Yeah, I stuck. Okay.
Don't forget your other ship, Wood.
Yeah. I played EVE Online for 7 years, and towards the end, it was to the point where I'd fly into a station and land there and find out I had a ship there that I didn't even know about. And they were expensive ships, too, you know?
I know that feeling.
Like, wow, I got one of these here?
I think that's like Christmas every day.
Oh, we just do that all the time, bud.
Except for it's the other way. the other way around for me.
Whenever I logged onto my account last time, I was looking around. I have almost 1,200 and something harvester drones sitting in Fountain. Those things are worth like 500 mil a pop. Back when we played and you could just gank them off NPCs.
It's people like you that cause inflation.
If I sold them all, the market would go to shit.
Right?
Hey, I recognize that car.
Well, there's always the obligatory, can I has your stuff?
No. I don't even play and I hang on to everything.
He's like, yeah, he's
Because you never quit Eve, you just take very long breaks.
You never know.
Grabby,
Yes.
you have a lot of my ships here.
A lot of your ships? There's only one of yours on the deck.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you count the
Oh,
little,
4. 4.
You mean if you count the little what you call it? The
Vipers.
the pocket vipers. Yeah. Well, I told you I wanted a bunch of them. Don't you remember? And
Yep.
I give them out. Is what I do.
There's 3 pocket Vipers and a Reno.
The Reno belongs to my buddy. I bought it for Christmas for him.
Ah.
He said, "Oh, I want one of those." I said, "Okay." Actually, I didn't say okay. I just bought him one and brought him home. I'm landing here right now.
I know, I'm right underneath you, running around looking at stuff.
Got a small collection of Star Wars stuff there too.
Mhm.
Star Wars and Star Trek.
Oh, there's another ship.
Yeah, that's the last one I got from you, actually. The one on the end down there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the reason I wanted you to do this on stream is because I want everybody else to see why you don't need an AGG tower.
Okay, where are you at?
Over here. Over towards, I ran by you.
There you
By
are.
the big orange deck over here. There you go. Turn a little more to the left. More to the left. There you go. Run that way.
Oh, I think I've seen these.
This is a dedicated large core deck specifically for this ship. I call it my elevator. Now hold on, come back here. This is important. You notice that all the way around the bottom of this, there's a line.
Uh-huh.
I want you to see that before we go up, before we leave the deck, and I'm actually going to adjust it. I'm still a little bit in the adjusting phase of this, so I want to.
Why we don't need anti-grav towers, Wood.
You'll see. Damn, I twisted it.
Oh, I gotta pick the choo-choo winners. Centauri and KB, you guys won choo-choos.
Congrats.
Okay, so I moved it back a little bit because I know where I want to hit up top.
Okay.
If you step inside of here, it's very, very simple inside of this thing.
I see this.
I purchased this. I did not make this.
Yeah.
And what I paid for when I bought this is I paid for the script that it comes with. Okay, let's go up top now. I want to ask you to please stand still as we're going up and down.
Okay.
It can affect the trajectory of this, okay? But you might want to position yourself in a spot where you can see through the glass and down on the ground. I'm going to turn on the ECU first, which is an important part of it, just in case something happens, right? The remote control here, which contains the script. For you as the passenger, the screen will take a minute to light up, and you might get an error. In the meantime, I'll wait till you can see it.
It says script error. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Step up closer to the screen over there where I'm at. If you can. You can see it a little bit. So I have two things set up, preset 1 and preset 2. Preset 1, when I click it, is going to take me up to a space station 2.5 SU above us.
Uh-huh.
Preset 2 lands us right on this exact spot. So the purpose of an AGG, you know, is to get heavy loads down from high altitudes, right?
Yeah.
Using this methodology, you put a space station up here, you dump everything off at the space station from wherever you're coming from. And you just go up with the elevator and take things up and down. You never even have to come and land on the ground. And I absolutely love this for that purpose. Even though my space station isn't fully developed yet.
Vector, District 10 and District 6 are the two closest. They're about the same.
I keep saying, Krabby, that if we ever get another warp beacon, we're gonna put it directly above the castle here.
Oh wow, we book it.
I've got a warp beacon right up here.
Our warp beacon's 26 SU or so from below.
They're what, say?
About 26 SU.
No. I'm at 2.5 SU.
That's nice.
I have a warp beacon up there.
Wow, this thing's kicking.
Yes, it is. It's going to take a minute to get there, but I just, the best way to show this off is demonstrated, you know.
Yeah.
And the only negative aspect of it is sometimes people would try to put a ship on here and lift it up, but they don't understand that it kicks the trajectory off on this thing, you know. You can't, you really don't want to walk around. You shouldn't have an unbalanced load, et cetera, et cetera. Because the goal is to go straight up to the space station and straight back down again.
Okay, that's the coordinates for the castle. Acrimonious Bird, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
I went and moved it on those lines down there, and I moved it the wrong way. Oh, well.
You know what would be really, really cool? To take the script that's on this and build a solar sailor from Tron that goes straight up and down. It has like a solar sailor that goes up and down.
I don't know what you mean by the solar sailor. But...
It's the big train thing on Tron Legacy.
So is that little meter in the middle our, what is that? That little slide lever?
That's our relative position between preset 1 and preset 2.
Wow.
You can go as little as between like 63 and 70 kilometers above the surface for the space station. But I wanted to be set up outside of the warp slappers, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be around a bunch of other people. Just for the lag purposes, you know. I don't want to be around all that space junk. And this will lift 3 kiloton up and down.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Well, there's, what is it, 6 containers in here? There's 4.
I see 4.
I see dead people.
I see mental
I know
issues.
this is taking a lot of time out of your stream, but I think it's worth it for
Dude,
all
good.
the aspiring people that want AGG towers to watch, you know.
Yeah, I hate those things.
An AGG's so slow anymore that it's, unless you're rescuing a ship, it's really worth it.
Well, this is way faster than loading up. But my current AGG ship, all I needed for is to get up off the ground or to do a safe drop off of stuff, right?
KB, just copy and paste it from the chat. Open up a chat in game, hit enter. Use whatever chat you want to and paste it in there and send it. Once you've sent it in there, you can right click on it and set destination.
Honestly, I think AGG makes more sense for ships like carriers and things.
Okay, Wood.
Yep. And one of the reasons I built over here is my deck is above 700 kilometers. No.
Okay, Wolf wants to know where you got this ship from. Or are you talking to... Who are you talking to, Wolf?
You can find it on DU Creators, man. Just search for Caterpillar XL.
Yeah, Caterpillar XL. That's correct. I can find a link here and put it in. In fact, I'll even do better than that.
They also have a smaller version of the Caterpillar too. It can't hold as much, but it does about the same thing, only on a smaller scale.
So, there's the Discord invite for the guy that builds it. He builds
Good night, Smokey.
a large variety of these kinds of ships. I have a smaller one on my deck down there too. I use just for building around the base. This is done with normal engines, adjusters, and brakes. What you're seeing right here. This is not an AGG.
Sounds like a
That's the
magic
point.
act.
I'm sorry, what?
Sounds like a magic act. Everything you're seeing here is real objects. There's no special objects here.
Cerberus is probably mumbling how long this is going to take.
Hello, Serapis is reading chat.
This is the
Good night, Smokey. You have a good night, buddy. Oh, yeah. Serapis is fighting the sleep time.
Yeah, we'll come right back down as soon as we get up there. I made my ground adjustment the wrong direction too, so it's going to end up a little further away than what I had planned.
If Serp was in a hurry, he could always just take the express ride.
True, true. You can jump over the side.
I don't know, Wood. Maybe it's because everything's repaired and it's freaking out. It can't handle it.
I just blew up my broke ass ship in the Serp showroom.
So what I did here is I first built that large core landing pad down there dedicated to this ship. And then I bought the ship, and then I flew up to 2.5 SU, and then I launched the space station core. Using this ship, which makes it very, very simple. Pick your altitude, and that way I'm assured then that the core at the top matches, straight down below me. So my station is directly above my base on Allion. Yeah, I put a link in there if you look up a little bit. Wirewood, there's a Discord invite link there. That puts you directly into the Discord of the guy that makes these.
No problem, Centauri. As soon as we're done with this, I'll be back at the castle. So when you get there, just wait for me, okay?
And we'll head straight back down when we get up there. And we're almost there.
That's the castle chords.
So if you look right above us, surface.
Yes, I'm looking.
Station.
What are you doing, Psycho Cat?
This is a large core station, and I just put this little deck out here to, park this thing.
What's up, buddy? Cat tax.
So as you see, it slows down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll move a little bit as soon as it comes to a complete stop here. There you go.
I wonder if he'd load the core on a custom ship. Or the drift.
Now, it then ends. You see the force fields I put out right there?
Mm-hmm.
Door doesn't come with it, but now I can just walk right onto the space station.
Oh, very nice. So,
And it's right at the same level. All I did was push a button. Preset 1, bang, it took me here.
yeah, very nice setup, dude.
So then you land your loaded ships from other planets on the space station. You go up and, pick this up. The only advantage that I have, I guess, here is that I have a dedicated pilot for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're headed down. I'm just gonna push preset 2. And here we go. And once you get up to that elevation, as long as you leave a pilot on this thing, you don't want to leave them there forever, of course. But if you have the ECU clicked on and everything, the script simply applies the brakes and you sit right there at the station. And if you want to lock the station in, you get off, turn the ECU off, step off of the elevator, use the maneuvering tool, and all you have to do is click it. You don't have to move it. Just click it and engage it and disengage it, and it locks it in place.
Nice. Mind asking how much for blueprints? That's
25 mil for this.
Yeah.
These ships are not cheap. You're paying for the guy's script, not the ship. And I don't know. When you get to the point where you're ready to build a space station, that's really not much money. Yeah, wire root, I understand that, but that'd be pretty hard to put it in the exact spot.
Yeah. Yeah, if somebody wants to, post the DU creators link.
Yeah, I know, but trolls exist everywhere, right? You know, you're not going to get out of that. That's welcome to a sandbox game.
Yep, you just gotta go with the flow and deal with what you gotta deal with. Thank you, Bird.
Yep, that's the DU link for it, or the DU creators link for it.
So if I doze off on stream, y'all are gonna try to do stuff to wake me up? You're gonna let me sit there and snore and drool?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, for there was one guy, it did him good, man. People were like subscribing, using bits and all kinds of crap, trying to ding his alerts and wake him up. He probably made a fortune that night off falling asleep on stream.
Yeah, there was a guy that did that for a month on purpose, though. Is that the guy? Whatever his name is.
But nah, I try not to fall asleep, but there's some days, oh my god, especially with the kids, if I'm having a rough day with them, there's some days it's just like, no, it wasn't Daz, it was, Lord, I can't remember his name. I'll probably be there sometime around then, Centauri. Just wait for me when you get there, okay?
I drug him into the elevator ride, guys. Sorry, it's my fault.
No, that's fine. Slapping a flat hover when I get home. Ha ha ha. Interesting. This is definitely interesting. I like this. This is cool.
Well, I will be getting rid of my AGG tower because of this.
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking about doing something like this, setting it up, doing one of these, and you doing that too. Set up a space station up there.
Oh, and yeah, I guess I didn't show you that station I had up there. I have a warp beacon inside of it. So.
Oh, very nice.
And what's the warp beacon for? Besides warping too.
It gives anybody in the org who owns it the ability to warp to the warp beacon from anywhere in the solar system. and you end up stopping about 12 to 15 kilometers away from
Yep.
that beacon. So it gives you a warp point. So for me, it means that anywhere I'm at in the solar system, mining or doing whatever, I warp back to that beacon. I don't have to deal with all those warp flappers, as I call them, up in the sky, you know. And I can stop right there at the station, or I can dive straight directly down because that station is 2.5 SU directly above my base.
Yeah, I plan on doing something like that at some point too.
How far away from the planet do you have to be so your structure doesn't decay into orbit?
There is no decay of orbit. There's a limitation that they put on it, though, and allegedly it's like 63 kilometers.
There's gonna be a fairly big exclusion zone at one point, but I don't think it's enabled right now.
For space
Well, how
station.
come? And I'm anywhere in the planet in space, I decay orbit.
Because you're moving.
Space cores don't decay.
Right.
No, I go completely stopped.
Yep. Space cores don't orbit; they're just locked.
Oh, different cores. So the core doesn't orbit; it just stays.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
And
core has
if I'm at
gravity.
0 with a dynamic core, as soon as I let off the brake, it's gonna drop.
Yeah.
If you're in gravity well, yes, it will.
But even when you're not in a gravity well, it's still going to pull somewhat. If you're on a space core, the space cores have their own gravity. So if you're on the right side and you take the ship to it, it'll land on it, and then it'll be affected by that core's gravity instead of the planet's.
I think you have to go. I think it's like 7 or 8 SU or something before you stop being pulled towards the planet.
Sounds about right.
We've got a space station that's out there in a weird orbit. It's in between Sanctuary and Moon 4. So you go a little bit one way, you pull towards Sanctuary. You go the other direction, you get pulled towards Moon 4.
I'm on my way.
We're getting there. We're only 50 kilometers up.
Yep.
Don't y'all wish landing your ships was this easy?
With all the brakes I have on mine.
Ground.
What's going to be really amazing, and I had you look at the lines before we took off. You get out of this thing and look at how close we are to that line where we took off.
Yeah.
It's usually within 1 meter.
Nice.
It's pretty amazing. To me, that's why the script is so expensive that's on this thing.
Oh, hey! Thanks for the sub there, gifted sub, Linear.
You're welcome. Good old amigo Mike.
You hear the Atmo engines kicking in.
Sheesh, you're still above light speed. No damage.
No, it's down to 200.
Just to the ammo engines are kicking in.
Right. They were up at 4K, 5K. See that box it's headed towards? Look at that. It's going to land right inside that box where we took off from. That is the part that just makes me go, wow. We down yet? Yep. Okay. Turn it all off.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, look at that. It's almost exactly where we took off from.
Mm-hmm.
It's off to the side just a smidge. That's about it. So anyways, there you go, guys. That's my show and tell for the night. Don't build an AGG tower like the one right behind Serapis and up in the air. Buy an elevator instead.
Okay, now I gotta go over and watch wood get blown up.
Hey, did you give him that blueprint?
Oh, no, come back here. Where you at? There you go.
I have to come over and get my other ship with my other pilot. And, whatever.
you like
I
that,
won
dude.
something, I guess. I don't really know what it was anymore. I forgot.
That was a thank you for coming to rescue me earlier.
Yep. Thank you.
Giveaway history. Let's see. Yeah, Scrappy, you won something tonight. Let me pull up the history and I can tell you what it was.
Alright, I'm going to bed. I'll catch you later.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Grabby, you won a charger. And I think I gave it to
that-
you already, didn't I?
I'm
Or
sorry.
no?
No,
Did
you didn't give me
I
any.
didn't? Okay. Oh, that was
Well,
Wolfpack I gave it to already. And
I
Mike
have to
Mike.
log the other guy that's over there anyway.
Yep.
I'll look in his
No, I didn't give it to you. It's still sitting there. Okay, and Satari and KB are on the way to pick up their choo-choos.
Wow, there were actually 3 in line for the logon.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you didn't even see the warp cell factory there. You were talking about that 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you still want a warp cell factory. All these things that cost money.
Right now I ain't got the money to do none of that.
I understand. I'm just mining my butt off. What? Okay, well it couldn't have been this guy. Which guy was it then that I was on?
You were on Grabby. You were on Grabby over here. Okay, Centauri,
ship.
you won the train, huh? Yeah, working on the ship. You were on Grabby.
Oh, you're right, because he's my builder.
Okay, where are you at, Centauri? Hold on one second. I'm giving Centauri his ship. Accept the trade, Centauri. There we go. Okay, all yours, buddy.
Yeah, it was Grabby.
Oh wait, who else I got here? Goob ma'am. Oh, Goob is okay, hold on one second. Let me watch him explode, okay? Okay, Wood.
I want to see an explosion.
I think you got it, dude.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Where's the explosion?
I know, I'm looking forward to the explosion. Okay.
Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Okay. So
That's the
KB.
best Marvin I can do tonight.
KB, where you at, bud? Centauri, yours is over here, dude. Barter.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and complex. I could pinch them.
Okay, Grabby, come get your charger.
Where you at? Inside?
Uh-huh. And both the trains are fueled up. Over here on the other side of the trains, Grabby.
Oh. Over there.
Okay, here's your key. Harder. Okay, and this one's yours that I'm standing on.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we got one more. Who hasn't picked it up tonight?
And of course, that went into your box.
KB, you right click on it and select use element or use
Contract key.
contract key. Yeah.
Okay, so Akuro is the only one that didn't pick up his charger, and he said he's gonna pick it up tomorrow.
You had to move it out of your box.
Yeah, those are fun little racers. Be careful with them. Those are not flyers. Those are hovers, dude. So
Is these compactable or not?
yes, everything I gave away tonight is compactable.
Okay, cool. And I won't use it for my orb, but let me see if I can move my other ship into my cargo here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we're gonna raid Bruise tonight. He's got one viewer. He's got fun to watch. Okay, guys. So, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, Centauri, the trains. Yeah, that would be not fun. They're hover racers, bud. You can compact it though and fly whatever else you want back. Yeah, good night, Wood. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow night. I will be back Saturday night and then back Monday night. So make sure you guys are here. Same SERP time, same SERP channel. But I will be back again tomorrow night to have some more fun, some more giveaways, and finish working on that large core ship. Let's go ahead and do a raid. We're going to raid a Mr. Bruise. Y'all go show him some DU love and spread it around, and y'all have a good night. Be safe, and I look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow night, okay? Take care, everybody. Everybody in chat want to say good night?
Hey, good night.
Good
all.
night.
Later, everybody.
Bye, y'all. Let's do this raid.
Right.
Raid! Okay, hitting the button.
Do it. No.